Welcome to Nerdindex. Today we're giving our final review of possibly the greatest Alchemist of all time. This is an Isekai anime, and the first episode is very busy, with him being reincarnated and setting up his new life as an alchemist, and the goddess basically giving him a tutorial period to get settled in. But overall, the show has some laughs, some combat, and just feels kind of homey and comfy to watch. Takumi spends most of his time getting himself established before the Empire can summon the heroes while trying to stay under the radar, but failing because he keeps making things that no one's ever seen before. You can say the beginning and ending of his troubles were because of a toilet.
But not the one that compares herself to being a toilet. There's a surprising amount of toilets in this show, as advertised in the trailer, I guess.
It was still really funny without it being like full-on potty humor. This show is guilty of committing a lot of the same sins as I'm a Noble on the Brink of Ruin.
With a much more entertaining coat of paint.
We're magically overpowered, there's a group of new characters introduced in the very last episode, then out of nowhere in episode 10 we start city building again, but thankfully it was quick this time. And nothing against Moni, but she felt superfluous, like they just added her for the sake of adding another girl in the final arc.
Yeah, it seems like they wanted to add a character to ground you in the new townspeople and the city that he builds.
But the execution of this story and the other characters is much better than A Noble on the Brink of Ruin. The side characters actually have personalities and backstories, and you care about what happens to them as a viewer. The story feels less like a thing that's just happening to Takumi all the time, and more like he's actively making decisions that affect the trajectory of the story. The constant underlying threat of the Empire also helped.
Yeah, it was nice to have an actual plot and a big bad that could actually come and get him.
And Anat becoming an evil spirit from the bad will of the Empire is also a lurking issue that they could further improve upon. From what we saw of the two male heroes, it feels like they won't pose a problem for Takumi in an individual fight, but we're already seeing how destructive their deployment can be. I wish the show had given us even a hint of what Akane was capable of as a hero, though, because we didn't see her do anything except escape. The ending definitely feels like a setup for a second season, so we'll see if anything comes of that. I would rate what we've seen so far as a 7 out of 10.